Welcome to the first unit of the Make Intermediate Learning Path. In this journey, you'll dive into some fundamental concepts that will unlock new possibilities in your projects. We'll start with an exploration of JSON, a versatile data format that's key for data exchange between systems. Imagine JSON as a neat way of organizing information using key value pairs, which makes it both human readable and machine friendly. Alongside JSON, you'll learn how to create an array, an essential skill for managing collections of data efficiently. We'll also introduce the parse JSON module. This tool will become invaluable as you work with iterators and aggregators, allowing you to customize arrays to suit your needs perfectly. As you progress through this course, these skills will become second nature, empowering you to tackle more complex challenges. Let's embark on this learning path together. Welcome to our exploration of JSON, which stands for JavaScript Object Notation. This is a popular data format used for exchanging and storing information between different systems. Imagine JSON like a well-organized box with compartments, each neatly labeled, making it easy to find and understand what's inside. In JSON, data is stored as variable key value pairs, where the key acts as a label, like a tag, and the value is the information or data associated with that label. Picture a JSON variable like an apple. This apple can have several characteristics, keys such as color, taste, and whether it has seeds. Each of these characteristics has a corresponding value. For example, for our apple, the outer color might be red, the taste might be sweet, and it might have seeds marked as true. JSON's structured format allows it to be easily read and used by various programs, making it a powerful tool for organizing and transmitting data across the web. It's like a universal language for computers, helping them share and store information effectively without requiring a deep understanding of coding. JSON's simplicity and clarity make it essential for anyone working in data management or web development, especially when using platforms like Make. Let's dive deeper into how JSON can represent an individual's information. Imagine you want to store details about a person named Bruno. With JSON, you use key value pairs to organize this data. For instance, the key name is paired with the value Bruno, while age is linked to 25. Finally, driver's license connects to true. Each key acts like a label, describing what kind of information we're dealing with, such as a name, an age, or whether the person holds a driver's license. This structure is straightforward yet powerful. It allows different systems to easily exchange and understand data, especially when you need to maintain clarity and consistency. JSON's simplicity and readability make it a favorite for data representation, especially in web applications and APIs. Let's take a closer look at how data types work in JSON, a format widely used for representing structured data. In JSON, strings are always enclosed in quotes, which shows that they are text. This is useful when you're working with text-based information like names or descriptions. Numbers in JSON are treated differently. They don't need quotes. This allows you to directly use them for calculations or comparisons without needing any special conversion. Boolean values like true or false also have a unique representation. When written in lowercase and without quotes, they are recognized as Boolean values, meaning they can represent truthy or falsy conditions. However, if you enclose true or false in quotes, they become text strings, essentially transforming their function. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for effectively handling and manipulating data, especially in contexts where data types determine how information is processed or stored. These fundamentals were initially covered in the introductory unit on data types and structures, which can provide additional insights into managing data efficiently. Understanding JSON is a fundamental step in working with data, especially when using tools like Make. While you don't need to learn how to code, knowing the basics of JSON can greatly enhance your ability to create and manipulate data bundles. Make does most of the heavy lifting for you, particularly through the use of the parse JSON module. This module allows you to create bundles that can hold custom arrays. Think of an array as a container that holds multiple pieces of data organized in a list. If you're not familiar with arrays yet, we recommend checking out a quick introduction to data types. The key focus here is on bundles, which are groups of data formatted in JSON. These bundles enable complex data processing and management, making JSON a powerful ally in your data toolkit. By understanding these concepts, you can leverage Make to its full potential without needing to become a coding expert. Let's delve into how JSON integrates seamlessly within the Make platform. JSON, or JavaScript Object Notation, is pivotal for transferring information between modules in Make. Think of it as a universal language that all components understand, enabling them to communicate efficiently. Whenever you download or upload a blueprint in Make, you're essentially working with JSON data. This same format is used for creating bundles, which are collections of data objects. As you progress through this course, you'll gain hands-on experience with building custom bundles. These bundles will become increasingly important as you learn to use various Make modules to manipulate and enhance your data. To get you started, we'll provide you with some pre-formatted JSON. This will serve as your foundational tool throughout the course, ensuring you have a consistent and effective framework for learning and experimentation. By understanding JSON's role in Make, you'll be better equipped to maximize its potential in your projects. Welcome to the world of parsing JSON. In this session, we'll dive into how this essential process can transform a simple JSON file into something much more actionable within Make. Imagine you have a JSON document that contains personal information like a name, dietary restrictions, and musical preferences. Parsing allows us to break down this structured data into manageable pieces, making it seamless to manipulate and use in your workflows. When you input an array of JSON objects, Make efficiently processes each one into a bundle. Think of it this way: if your JSON array includes 3 sets of data, it results in 3 separate bundles, each ready for further use. This flexibility enhances how you can manage and analyze data in your projects. So whenever you're handling multiple data points, parsing JSON ensures that each piece of information is easily accessible and ready for action. Let's explore how this transforms workflow automation and simplifies data handling. Welcome to the process of parsing your first JSON. Imagine you're planning a party and want to create a list of guests. This exercise will guide you in building an array that represents each guest, capturing essential details such as their names, dietary restrictions, and musical preferences. You have 2 options to begin. You can either use a pre-built template, which provides a structured starting point, or create the entire scenario from scratch, allowing for more customization. Consider what best suits your current experience level and your learning objectives. As you work through each stage, keep in mind the goal of making your data both accessible and easy to manage. Embrace this opportunity to deepen your understanding of JSON parsing with a practical application. Welcome to your next step in learning how to work with JSON. We're going to dive into an essential skill: parsing JSON data. This activity is about simulating a real-world scenario, creating an array of guests for your upcoming party. Start by crafting a new scenario and naming it Make Intermediate 1 to 1 inches. This will set the foundation for your JSON exploration. Once you're ready, add a module by clicking the plus icon. Your task is to find the JSON module and use the Parse JSON function. This hands-on exercise will help you understand how to extract and use data efficiently, a critical ability in today's data-driven world. Let's get started. Now that you're ready to parse your first JSON, let's focus on the JSON string field. You might notice an option to add your own data structure, but for now, let's bypass that choice. To proceed, click within the JSON string field. Here you'll enter the JSON data that will help define your party guest list. Imagine JSON as a blueprint where each piece of data is organized in a way that a computer can easily process. By copying the provided JSON code and pasting it into the string field, You set the stage for creating an organized array of data that will help manage guest information. This approach not only ensures efficiency, but also gives you a systematic way to handle data that's constantly updated or expanded. In the following steps, you'll see how this structured information transforms into actionable insights, making data management a breeze. Now that you've worked through the steps of parsing your first JSON, let's take a closer look at the output bundle. The Parse JSON module has neatly organized the data into an array named all_guests. This array consists of 3 collections, each representing an individual guest. When you explore each collection, you'll discover valuable details for each person, such as their name, dietary preference, and preferred music genre. This structured format makes it easy to retrieve and utilize specific pieces of data. Congratulations on completing this exercise. You're now ready to delve into understanding how input data transforms into such organized outputs. In this section, we're diving into the differences between what you input as a JSON string and the resulting output array. On the left, you see the JSON string structured with curly braces and quotation marks. This is your raw data. Each piece of information is labeled like Paul's name, his dietary preference of being vegan, and his love for indie music. On the right, the output is displayed as a neatly organized structure. Notice how the JSON string input transforms into a collection called all_guests within the output. Each guest details are clearly defined as discrete items in this collection, making it easier for you to access and manipulate the data. This transformation from a string to an array helps streamline data processing and enhances readability, ensuring that your data is organized and ready for use. Understanding this process is crucial for managing data effectively and leveraging it for future tasks. Welcome to our discussion on how input and output work in JSON and arrays. Here, we'll demystify how the objects we input are organized and understood by computers. Let's start with your input JSON string. It always begins and ends with curly braces. Think of these as the bookends of your data. Inside, the array is denoted with quotation marks indicating the start of the array list. Now on to the output. Notice that all_guests is used as the name of the array. What was once a long JSON string turns into a structured list. Each guest's information, like name, dietary preference, and preferred music, is stored neatly in the array. Understanding this transformation is crucial because arrays help us manage and manipulate data more efficiently. They're a central concept in programming and data structures, making it easier to access and modify information. In essence, knowing this process improves how you handle data in algorithms and applications. Keep these insights in mind as you work with JSON data in your projects. Let's dive deeper into understanding the structure of JSON strings and arrays. In this example, the input consists of a JSON string that includes collections of data, each defined within curly braces. JSON strings are often used to communicate data between a server and a web application, making them a vital part of modern digital systems. The key detail to note here is that the JSON array, titled all_guests, contains multiple collections. These collections organize individual guest details like names or preferences. For instance, one collection might define a guest named Paul with specific attributes such as dietary preferences and music tastes. Each of these attributes is expressed as a key value pair. The key is like a label, which in this case could be name, and the value is the actual data like Paul. Jumping to the output, this same data gets structured into an array. Arrays are sequences of data structures, and here they neatly encapsulate the guest's collections. The transition from input to output remains seamless, with each collection preserving its key value structure. Understanding how these elements work together is crucial for anyone managing data flow between systems. This insight allows developers to manipulate data effectively while maintaining organization and accessibility. In this section, we're diving deeper into how JSON strings are structured compared to the resulting array in our data output. A JSON string essentially uses key value pairs to organize information. These pairs are separated by a colon. For instance, you might see something like dietary preference vegan, indicating that the key is dietary preference and the value assigned is vegan. Similarly, when you group various key value pairs together within a collection, they're divided by commas to keep them distinct. This is crucial for keeping data tidy and accessible, allowing each piece of information to be quickly identified and retrieved. Understanding this structure not only helps in reading JSON data, but also in manipulating it effectively. As we continue, keep an eye on how these elements translate from the input to the output, maintaining a consistent format that streamlines data handling. In this section, we're diving into the structure of JSON and how it reflects in an array format. When dealing with JSON, each piece of information is stored as a key value pair. Here you can see three examples: name, dietary preference, and preferred music. Each of these keys corresponds to their respective values, such as Paul, vegan, and indie. The key, preferred underscore music, is the final entry in this segment of data. Notice how it concludes with a closing brace. This marks the end of the collection, effectively wrapping up this individual set of data within the larger structure. This is crucial for organizing and parsing data accurately. Understanding this basic framework helps in managing data efficiently, especially when you're tasked with transforming input data into a structured array that systems can process. It lays the groundwork for creating clean, organized data sets and is fundamental in various applications from web development to data analytics. Congratulations on completing this unit. You've taken significant steps in mastering JSON by learning to parse it and create arrays. Understanding how JSON works allows you to make more effective use of data in your projects. You now know how to work with the structured format of JSON arrays and even create your own custom arrays or data sets. This foundational knowledge sets the stage for more advanced topics like iterators in upcoming units. Remember, each skill you build will empower you to handle more complex data manipulations with confidence. Keep up the great work.